This is Mary Grace. I am the owner and CEO of Social Register Las Vegas, and we wanted to start something new. We want to get our members out there and have the community learn more about them. So we're going to do one-on-one interviews with Social Register members. Today, we have Social Register member of 2 years, Jay Calhoun. He is the founder of Anointed Radio, the #1 gospel station here in Las Vegas. Welcome, Jay.
Hey, everybody. How you guys doing?
Today we're going to learn more about Jay and Anointed Radio. So Jay, please tell me about yourself, who you are and how long you've been in Las Vegas.
Awesome. So I'm Jay Calhoun. Originally, I'm from California. So I was born and raised in California, and I left California to join the military. And
Thank you so much for your service.
Oh, no problem. It was an honor to serve. I served with a lot of great people in the United States Army. And that kind of started my journey of leaving California. You know, I lived in South Carolina for a while. I lived in Georgia. And then when I was, I've got hurt in the military. So I had to leave the military. So I left Georgia, came back to California. And California, I was just doing IT, which is my profession, for almost 11 years. And it just, something was happening there where it was just like, I wasn't having the passion anymore for it. And it was just so expensive to live there. So with me being easily able to just pack up and move, since the military give you that military mindset to be like, you know, always stay ready. You never know when you have to just pack and leave. I told my wife that we need to find somewhere where we could settle down and be established. So Las Vegas was the determining factor of that. So we moved to Las Vegas in 2015 in January. We've been here for 5 years now. And one thing that I wanted to do that I wasn't able to do in California was be part of the community. And, you know, I was wondering, how can I do those things that to give back? So when I moved here, I worked as a football coach, coaching at Desert Oasis High School for 3 years. And then I coached girls soccer at Rancho High School for a year. So I was able to give back to the youth. And during that time, I actually started a church called Judah Family Community Church, which was opened in 2015 in July. And I started doing more things in the community where I was giving backpacks to schools for underfortunate kids. And I was giving Thanksgiving dinners to kids families that needed help. So I just wanted to give more ways to help. And while being in the school district, I said, you know, I love how the school district environment is. I decided to get a position. So I became a bus driver. And during the time as a bus driver, I would drive the kids, and when you play regular hip hop or rap or anything normal, they would just act up. So I said, okay, you know, I'm gonna change it up. So I put gospel on, and it's like a calmness came on my bus. And I was like, okay, this is my iPad that I shouldn't have just dangling around while driving this bus. I wish there was a station, and I was praying to God. I was like, God, I wish, you know, you'll bring somebody that could just bring a station here to Las Vegas where we could hear 24-hour gospel, and, you know, the people that need it, you know, at work or, you know, at home or driving, they could just listen to 24-hour gospel and to be able to praise your name and have that. And it's not just on Sunday. And God told me to do it. And I was like, I don't know how, but okay. So when I came, and to show you how fast God works, as soon as I got home, I saw a post on Facebook saying, we're starting new radio shows.
Wow.
Right. Okay. I was like, okay.
Deja vu.
God, I'm like, God, okay, I got you. Let me just go ahead and just apply and say I'm going to do it. So I came in. I went with the first network I was with, which was WBKE network, and I was their Sunday gospel show. And we grew from there. We had great artists. We had Sean Porter, great boxer. We've had so many great people on there, and we grew. But then the network went down, so we went to another network that was in the art district in Fremont, by Fremont Street. It was Gorilla Cross, where we were there for 6 months, and we kept growing. Even started getting a lot of syndications. We became a sport partnership with all the sports here in Las Vegas, from the Las Vegas Raiders to the Lights to the Knights and to the Aces. So we started partnering and talking about all the things that the Aces and all the Las Vegas sport teams are doing. Then we decided to expand, because every time that you start getting traction, God's going to move you to expand to a bigger platform, to a higher level. So we expanded to building our first app, where our app's been in existence going on 2 years now. So it's the Anointed Radio app, where we have our own app. We're no longer part of a network. We are our own network. And in our first year, we brought on 22 gospel shows onto the network. So it was just so much stuff just happening, back to back to back in just a short period of time. Because in November, we'll be in existence for going on 3 years. So wow. It's just
congratulations.
So many. Thank you. And a lot of things happen where you would think that it wouldn't have made it this far. But, with hard work and trusting in God, I could definitely say it's been a blessing. And Anointed Radio is still here. We've, been nominated over 10 times in different awards. We've been out there. We've had shout outs from some of the greatest names, Charlemagne, so many people. But we've had so many people that have shouted us out, giving us recognition, and putting Las Vegas on the map. Because one thing is, the gospel station here isn't just for me; it's for everyone. It's to be a platform to hear about testimonies, to hear about programs, to hear about resources, and to hear about testimonies, because testimonies bring change. And if we all came together and told each other how to make it and how to get through, instead of saying, well, I made it, I'm not telling anybody, we would be better, because our station's motto is unity brings change. And if we could all come together and be united to help each other and take selfishness out the way and start thinking of others, it would just be great. So that's what Anointed Radio is about. It's about knowledge, about leaving a legacy, about telling people more than just, because if you hear on my show any interview, you can hear a lesson, some knowledge, some wisdom gems coming to you from your favorite artist, from your favorite actress or actor, from your favorite pastor or preacher or activist, or whoever you might think of, that you look at them like, wow, I love their art, but then their story is what helps you, so that you can be like, well, if they went through that, then and they made it, then I can make it too. So I think that's a real big thing. And especially shout outs to all the people that is trying to help with mental health nowadays, because mental health, especially in the reverence of September being Suicide Awareness Month, I believe that the only way that we can help with mental health is by not acting like there's not a problem, but to actually address that. Everybody has issues, but there's so many ways to cope with it, and we all got to help each other with the coping mechanisms. If it's knowledge, if it's just a helping hand, if it's just kind conversation, or even if it's a prayer. But I believe that the best way to be able to help someone is to be able to reach out, and be able to be that light in someone's dark days.
I agree. I love your passion, and I love everything that Anointed Radio stands for. You and I spoke, right before we jumped on this call, about passion, and I agree with you 100%. As a community, that's all we can do for one another, is to support one another. I mean, if you're successful, you can mentor other people. You can do workshops. You could do webinars. We're not here to compete one another, especially during this pandemic. All we can do is support and help one another. And that's truly what the Social Register is doing at this time, is putting out ways for our members to get out there. But not only our members, you don't have to be a member for us to assist. if you need to be put out, can be connected with different individuals in the community. So I absolutely love what you stand for. You're definitely passionate, and you found your passion, and I love it. I love it.
Right, and I'll be wrong to not say this part. I really want to say how you can listen to Anointed Radio. So obviously,
Yes.
how you can listen to Anointed Radio is you can download the Anointed Radio app. You can go to Facebook and you can like the Anointed Radio page. You can go to Instagram, where all of our social media handles is LV, like Las Vegas, Anointed Radio. You can see that on all social media platforms. You go to anointedradionetwork.com. You could go to onlineradiobox.com, put in Anointed Radio, listen to us live. Or you can go to every podcast platform except title, because Jay-Z be hating. That's my new phrase. I'm having a campaign, the Jay-Z be hating part, because title will not add Anointed Radio, and it's because we're gospel. But we're going to change that, and I'm speaking into existence. But if you look at Pandora, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, radio.com, all of the platforms that you listen to podcasts, you can hear all of our playbacks. We do not podcast, we are a radio station, but with our interviews, we do the playback system through our podcast so that you can hear any show that you might have missed live on Facebook or on the app. You could be able to go to our podcast system and just type in Anointed Radio, and bam, you'll be able to find every interview that we've done. We have over close to, I believe, 200-ish interviews that you could just binge watch. So make sure you go and follow it, give us a good rating, listen. If you're a podcaster, we're a perfect person, because you're going to learn a lot from everybody. I could tell you there's a message, there's a lesson, there's something in each interview that you will get something. And there's some great music, great conversation, and laughter and fun. So definitely go check out Anointed Radio on all social media platforms. And yeah, that's it. Anointed Radio.
Absolutely.
Go follow. And if you're
And
a
we'll
business,
add.
we promote you too. So if you're a business and you're looking for more promotions, we are international. We're global. Anointed Radio is playing everywhere. So anybody around the world can hear it. So it gets more exposure. And with all the people I listed, yes, we are on all of those different podcast platforms. That's millions of subscribers that are listening to your product or about your service. So with that being said, if you need any marketing or any help with marketing, definitely reach out to us at lvanointedradio@gmail.com. We could work a package out for you where we could partner with you and be able to get your product out there and really get you going with your business, because we are in the digital marketing and marketing field and radio service. And if you're artists, listen to me, hit us up, because we're actually now doing distribution for artists. So if you need global distribution, Anointed Radio is now doing that, and radio play. So hit us up.
And we'll add all of that information in the description. So definitely call Jay Calhoun. I was going to mention that, but you mentioned it before me, that any members or any businesses that is looking to advertise or just get on the radio and speak with Mr. Calhoun, definitely contact him, because he has some advertising and marketing opportunities through the radio.
Right.
So we learned about Anointed Radio, but I do know that you're also running
Yes,
for our district. So please share more about that.
Awesome. So like I said in the beginning, I was so passionate about being more involved in the community. And there was a lot of things I was seeing in the community that I really wanted to see a change. And I was telling my wife my concerns, from education to healthcare to even just veteran affairs. And I would talk about it all the time. And my wife said, if you're not going to do anything about it, you're going to have to be quiet about it. And I said, well, I can't be quiet for anything. So I guess I need to do something about it. So I decided to run for State Assembly, District 35, that's Southern Highlands, that's Mountains Edge, and going towards the Rhodes Ranch area, Blue Diamond area. So I'm running for State Assembly to be able to bring a change, to bring a voice as a business owner, as a veteran, as a father, as a concerned parent. I really want to be able to see a change that's vesting into the future of Las Vegas, because I've learned I've been in this city enough to learn the ways of how it can grow, how it can change, how we can diversify our economy, how we can actually bring more opportunities in the educational field where there's so many other solutions other than what we've been doing. You know, we have a metropolitan city, but we act like we're in a small town. But we have to realize that there's so many things in a metropolitan city that we can actually add to bring growth and bring jobs and to bring stability, so that when we have anything, because Corona is not going to be the only thing that pops up in Las Vegas that we're going to face, but we have to have more opportunities out there, so that if the casinos shut down or if anything happens, there's more jobs out there, so that we're not having so high unemployment, where there's more opportunities for education, so different fields are filling up fast enough for trades and things like that, so that we can actually invest in the city and have more Vegas, Nevada made things here. So we're not doing so much export out, import, where it comes to having our own soaps and having our own toilet paper, because you know those were the first thing to go, and we had to wait for transportation during pandemic. And these are essential things. Just thinking about essential things that we can actually have manufactured here, made here, so that we can be a self-sufficient city. And just think about it. We're in Las Vegas. We have so much money that's coming through Las Vegas, but we do not have a financial district. That's something that a lot of people have not thought about. You know, we have so much money coming to the city, but we have no places to actually manage the money that's coming into the city. So the money could still circulate inside the city. There's so many things where we're the entertainment capital, but we don't have a movie production company here. You have to go to LA. So much diversification. You know, there's IT world where we can have so many IT, you know, we brought sports, that was step one, but there's so many other fields that can diversify Las Vegas to bring more jobs, to bring more economics, and to bring more education into the city, so that there's more opportunities for the citizens of Las Vegas. And that's what I want to push. There's one bill that I'm so passionate. We talked about passion. So I have to say this, I'm so passionate about, and it's the Calhoun VA bill. That bill is to be able to take away the credit score for VA loans and replace it with a financial breakdown based off of income. Because when that VA loan came into play, it never had a credit score from the beginning. It first had just, you had to show that you served, and they gave you $54,000 to go buy a home. But because I understand risk management and all that stuff came into place, they added credit score like it's a regular loan. But it's a government-backed loan. So even if the person fails to actually pay the loan is paid off.
Paid for.
And the veteran paid for that service. When you join the service, you pay for your VA loan, you pay for your GI benefits. That money is taken out of your check for the first 2 years, so that you can even use that after you pay. So with that being said, there's no need to have a credit score where everybody goes through things with credit. We've had economic problems. We've had the recession. We've had all kinds of things happening with economics. So basing credit on a lot of veterans that had, you know, bad loans that they had to take out, or they were deployed and people still ran their credit and charged them for things while they were overseas. They're going through a divorce, transitioning from one state to another and starting all over again. Veterans, I believe, need to be able to use the benefits they paid for. There's so many veterans that are not using the benefits that they paid for because there is some type of obstacle. And one thing for home ownership, I believe that this bill could be able to help a lot of veterans get out of the streets, get out of financial bondage, be able to become a homeowner, start having more economics into the city, and to have more stability, so that they can be able to contribute. Because if no one noticed, we live in Las Vegas. We are a military town. We have Travis. There's a lot of soldiers transitioning to Las Vegas to become citizens, or not citizens, but residents. So with that being said, we have to get to the point of having bills that actually work, and not people that just going into office just to say that they went into office, but people to bring a voice. And that is what I want to do, is to come bring a voice, so that I represent my district and the state of Nevada as a whole.
And if elected, what are your plans for businesses, small businesses here in Las Vegas?
Being a business owner, I believe that we have to be protected from just hiking up taxes for no reason. So many businesses go through hardship. A lot of businesses have went through hardship since the pandemic. Even Anointed Radio, we've had some hardship as well. And adding taxes is not going to help. Having different, adding different things to just go against the business owner. As you know, we already know we have the stipulations, but they never give you, they take away, but they never give you a solution. So I would be fighting for the business owner to make sure that the business owner has a well-represented person actually going to bat for them in Carson City.
Mr. Calhoun, how can anyone contact you? We forgot to state this. Can you put your state your email, and then I'll also put it on the screen if anyone needs to get connected with you.
Awesome. You could be able to reach me through my campaign email, J Calhoun, Jay Calhoun, Calhoun, the number 4NV at yahoo.com. Again, it's J Calhoun, the number 4NV at yahoo.com.
Perfect.
Or you can follow me on social media, Anointed Jaylon on all social media platforms, Pastor Jaylon Calhoun on Facebook.
There you go. If you have any input or if you want to talk to Mr. Calhoun, please reach out to him. He's here. He's a real person. I speak to him all the time.
Oh, and I have to add this too. I totally forgot. Before I forget all the other plugins I have to do. And if you want to be able to check out more about my campaign, you can go to jcalhoun4nv.com. And the main thing that I need help, guys, is getting the name out there. J Calhoun, if you're here in Las Vegas, especially if you're here in District 35, I need the name recognition out there so people can know that there's somebody actually trying to fight for you and be your voice, and not just be doing the same way that politics have been going, but to be able to change up how politics can go and how we could better improve Las Vegas compared to just keeping things the same. So with that being said, and you can go to jcalhoun4nv.com. You can donate, you can find more about me, you can hit me up for email, and just to let you know, it's historical. Just had to add this. It's a historical thing happening here in Las Vegas, is that I am the first minority to ever be elected for general elections here in District 35. So this is not just a normal campaign. This is a historic campaign.
Yes.
Where you can be able to see that there is a change coming in Las Vegas, and there's diversity here in Las Vegas. And I want you to remember, November 3rd, vote for J Calhoun, District 35 State Assembly. Don't just vote for your president and Congress, but all the way down, yes. You'll see J Calhoun, and make sure you vote for me, and tell your friends, tell everybody, spread the word. The first minority to ever become an assemblyman here in Las Vegas can be J Calhoun. That opens doors, y'all. So stand behind it, get behind it. I don't know what else to tell you. And if you want to see more of my resume, go to jcalhoun4nv.com. Bam, there you go.
Jay, you're a business owner. You're also running for office in the office of the state of Nevada. Why is networking important to you? What can you share to new entrepreneurs or people who are just not really, they don't know the importance of networking? Why is networking important to you?
Networking is important because that's the fundamental of business. If you do not, if you can have the best product, you can have the best service, but if no one knows, it doesn't go far. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And that's what opens doors. A lot of times I've realized, a lot of times you don't get the things that you're looking for is because you haven't asked. And you might be asking the wrong people. Sometimes most of the people that will support your business will be a group of strangers before your family and friends. That's a free one. Yes. I give that to you.
Yes.
So if you want to network and grow your business, you have to go and talk to the strangers that you're scared of. You have to take that stranger danger away out the head and go talk to strangers and tell them about your vision. And there's more people that will jump behind you than the people that you think should. And that's how it is. That's business. I'm sorry. I know you want your mom to support you. I know you want your friends to support you, but sometimes they don't jump on the bandwagon until other people support you. And just to give you another little nugget, if you don't believe in you, how can other people believe in you? And that's what you have to do. Go out there, believe in yourself enough to be able to say, everybody has to know about my idea. Everybody out here has to know about my business. Everybody out here has to know about my passion. And go network to as many people as you can, because that's the only way that your name and your business is going to get out there, is by getting people to know who you are. Because you could post it all day, every day on social media, and people will swipe past you. But it's different when you can shake a hand and to be able to say, hey, I'm this, you can meet me here. This is my social media. Here's my card. And I do this, and this is why I believe this benefits you.
Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. But I always like to ask my members and people of the community why networking is important to them. I think it's important to educate, especially new entrepreneurs, why networking is important. I feel like you said, we think that we could use social media. It's a free platform and post all of this stuff, but just posting won't get you anywhere. You actually need to reach out to the influencer or to the people that you want to connect with. I think that's one thing I've been doing during this pandemic, which is a good tip that you guys should use, is on social media, whether it be LinkedIn, Facebook, or Instagram. If there's a certain venue, if there's a certain business owner, if there's a candidate, whoever I want to speak to, I send them a direct message. I don't care. I mean, I'm Mary Grace. I'm the owner of the Social Register, but this is an opportunity. Hey, I want to talk to you about some things. I want to educate my members in the community. If you want to reach out to the President of the United States, you want to reach out to Jay, use social media not only to promote you and your business and just post things, but definitely use it as a networking source. But also there's a ton of other platforms. Of course, number one, Social Register of Las Vegas, but there's other platforms that you can network in person. We do virtual events, but also in regards to networking, I think we go back to support and empowering the community. If you could, tap into a platform, tap into an organization where they do webinars, where you can help the community, I think that's another way for you to really put your business in the forefront and also support and empower the community and like-minded individuals like yourself. And again, Social Register does offer that platform for you. And there's other platforms here in Las Vegas and all over the nation that offer platforms just like that.
Right.
Well, Jay, thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'm so excited for the community to get to know you on another level and definitely support you. Again, if you have any questions, you have any concerns or things you want to reach out to Jay about in this district, can you repeat the district again?
District 35, that's Southern Highlands, that's Mountain's Edge, that's Blue Diamond, that's not Blue Diamond City, but Blue Diamond, the road where Target goes all the way up to Fort Apache, and kind of going from Durango, Buffalo, right before you get to Rhodes Ranch, coming back this way, that is the area. So yes.
Yes, that's all of my area, actually, because I live in Mountain's Edge. So absolutely, I have a huge passion about education and everything and small businesses here in our community. So I definitely will be reaching out to Jay. But Jay and I text and talk all the time. But if you want to reach out to Jay, like I said, he's a real person. He's down to earth. He is chill. Him and I just talk. We could talk for hours about so many different topics. Just before we got on to do this call, we were talking about passion. I'm like, hey, we should probably start now. And like I said, he's a real person. So if you have anything you would like to discuss with Jay, reach out to him, and his email and everything, all of his contact information, I'll include it in the description below. Jay, do you have anything else you'd like to say to our community and our members?
One thing I would just say is remember that together as a community, we can make things different. We can bring a change. And just remember that you have to have the passion. We can stay on that word. So focus on your passion and make sure that your passion is valid to you so that other people could see the validation. So make sure you go vote J. Calhoun November 3rd. District 35, State Assembly, all the way. I'll probably be at the little bottom or in the middle, right before the judges. Make sure you go vote November 3rd, J. Calhoun. If you want to donate, go donate at jcalhoun4nb.com. Go to the donation tab, you can put a donation, and you'll actually get a full receipt, everything showing that you're donating your contribution. So it's all there and legit. So stand behind something or you'll fall for anything.
Thank you. I love that. And if you're a Social Register member, you'd like to be interviewed by me and the Social Register, definitely give us a call or shoot us an email. Again, that information will be in the description below. We're all about supporting the community, just like Mr. Calhoun here. So definitely give us a call. Again, thank you so much for listening and learning more about Mr. J. Calhoun today.